We have a newcomer. So, welcome, Miss Lily. Lily, how's it going this evening?
It's going pretty good. It's actually middle of the day over here in Arizona, so
Nice.
still have
Yeah,
a good amount of sunlight left.
that's perfect. You're over in Tucson, right?
Yeah, Tucson. It's nice and hot.
Perfect. Well, welcome to Reds.
Thank
Good
you.
to have you. So, awesome. Okay. How long you been in Tucson?
My whole life, born and raised. So most of my family lives here, and I have some family scattered throughout the states, but most of us live here. So it's nice.
Very cool. Well, awesome. Well, tell us a little bit of your backstory. How did you get started with music? I know,
Gosh.
kind of an open end.
Yeah, well, I've been in music my entire life. My whole family's musical. My mom actually taught herself guitar, and that's why I chose guitar as an instrument, actually. And her family lived over in Beirut, Lebanon, for a while, and she got involved with, I think it's Youth for Christ or something like that, and they would sing in coffee shops and stuff like that. And so she just has a great like history, and so I got going. I guess probably four is about as early as I could remember, possibly earlier. There's no telling. And then joined our church's group called the Gatekeepers, and we would do citywide ministry at just different like shelters and prisons and stuff, and had done a few things out of state. Never really thought I'd actually do anything solo, so it's kind of funny just to see me in this place right now. But in 2020, yeah, about 2020 is when the Lord, like, I had only written maybe two or three songs at that point. And the Lord was like, okay, and now you need to go in this direction. And I was like, by myself? I'd played with my family, I'd played in church, with a group, and I was perfectly fine, being behind the scenes and, just back up. I didn't want to be up front. But the Lord had other plans, and so He's, gradually, it's amazing when He has something for you to do, how He just, baby steps, He gets you to that place. And so that's, I don't want to spend a bunch of time. I could go into like great detail about it, but it's just incredible to see, just from my perspective, what He's done in my life to get me to this place.
Super cool. It's always interesting how he does. It seems like he does take the ones that it's just like you want to be behind the scenes, and he's like, nope,
He's like, no.
nope, nope. Well, awesome. How it goes, just how it goes. But it's a
It
part of
is.
the journey and the testimony there, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, starting us out this evening, what are you starting us out with now, song-wise?
Well, I'm actually shifting my playlist. I'm gonna do the first song I wrote is called "Hide My Soul," and it's based out of Psalms 27, and kind of like in a combination with the story of Moses when he asks the Lord to show him His glory, and the Lord hides him in the cleft of the rock. And a lot of times we go through things in our life and we want to see the Lord, and if we just hide in the cleft of the rock, which is Jesus, we'll see. He'll show us His glory and His grandeur. So I'm gonna do this song for you tonight or this afternoon, depending on what side of the country you're in. Through trials and tears and wars unending, in your temples where I find my rest. You bid me seek
really pretty. Very, very pretty. How long you been playing the guitar?
Since I was 9. I I wanted to play. My mom made me wait until I was older. She would make sure I was serious. And I started taking classical guitar, and that's what this is. It's a classical guitar, and it's actually probably my favorite. I hated acoustic until I got a Taylor and was like, oh, this sounds so much better. Um, and so yeah, I would fight. I loved so I also play electric guitar, and I would prefer to play electric guitar and um, on our worship team. But every once in a while, we needed an acoustic guitar, and so we had this Takamine that was just horrible, and I just couldn't stand it. But finally, the church bought a Taylor, and I was like, okay, I can play this instrument now. And then I got a better understanding of the purpose of the acoustic guitar. But yeah, so and the Lord opened the door. I was able to take lessons for probably about 4 years with the head of the guitar department at the university here. And yeah, it's a beautiful instrument. The classical specifically, the acoustic, which I'll be playing on it later. One of my other songs that I'll do today. But so yeah.
Very, very pretty. You can tell you've been playing for a while. Just seems effortless. I know that that's not the case, but
No, it's a lot of work. And I started teaching recently. I avoided it for a while, but um, and I realized how much work that I had put into it. You don't really value your work when you're younger until you're older and you're having to try and teach somebody else,
I
this
do it.
skill. And it's like, gosh, I really had to work hard to be where I'm at. So I'm grateful for the training and the what my mom invested in me because it's being used today. So
Well, it's beautiful. Very well done. Well, awesome. Well, who are some of your influences whenever you're writing and singing? Like who do you listen to? Like who have you
oh
listened to? Like
gosh.
that kind of inspires, you know, has inspired or crafted some of this.
As far as I was actually thinking about that because my absolute favorite artist of all times is Carmen. Was Carmen. It was very sad when he passed away a few years ago because he was just like his music of any Christian artist of his time. He stayed true to the message of the gospel and his not just in his music but also in his lifestyle and he didn't create relationships or work with relationships with people who weren't about the gospel because he was about people getting saved. And so he was my all-time favorite. But and so I might get a little bit of my storytelling from him. Um, but the folk style of music, that's mostly what I have out. I do other styles, but I think I was really influenced by Keith Getty and his wife. I don't know her name, but my mom had bought this. Our family heritage is Irish, and so she had this Scotch Irish. So she had this album of I think it's Margaret somebody. I don't remember. I'm not very good with
You're
they're
okay.
not a mainstream, musical group, but I listened to their CD over and over and over and over again because I just loved it. That Irish sound, that soulful sound, and so the the I got their music for it, and I started to sing it to I worked at a group home for kids, that are in state custody, and so I would just come up with my own arrangements for some of the songs, and so that kind of fashioned that particular style where it's very soulful, very and even when I do hymns, I don't do hymns, like very strict beat. It's all very um, kind of got a personal, soulfulish, flavor to it. And so that's kind of listening to that particular genre kind of shaped that folk air. But I'm also a writer, so it's kind of hard. I have a hard time with that question because I'm not. I mean, I listen to a lot of different, like, we listen to classical music, we listen to,
Lots of things.
yeah, Avalon was another group I really loved growing up, and CC Winans loves CC stuff. I'm trying to think of who else. Listened to some Jackie Velasquez, but I don't think her stuff influenced me at all. Um, so yeah, those are just a few. I mean, I know there are other ones that just if Stephen Curtis Chapman was another one. He's got some really great stuff and like acoustic stuff. He's an amazing acoustic guitarist. I'm not anywhere near that on the acoustic guitar. But yeah, so those are just some people.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. It's interesting to kind of ask that question because you can sometimes hear it in just in writing and playing and
Mhm.
things like that. So, well, awesome. Well, for your second song, what do you have for us this evening for your second song?
So this song, it's called My Love, and I wrote it. It's obviously about Jesus, and I wrote it because I was at a time where I felt a conflict of first love with in that time of my life and or this experience, and so I wrote it as a declaration, really, and I've had some pretty impactful times with the Lord when He's come in and He's brought healing. You hear a lot of times in maybe movies or maybe somebody's actual relationship with someone, how they came in and they healed these wounds or whatever, and that's what Jesus did for me, and He really changed me from a scared, timid person, shame filled, guilt filled individual into someone who just passionately loves Him. And so that's kind of where this song comes from. I remember when you first held my hand. My heart leaped at the warmth of your touch.
Beautiful song. The lyrics are really beautiful. Um, do you have a certain style with writing, like some writers will have strategically like sets time to like write, or is yours more like just as it inspires, or you're just inspired, or
That's
yeah,
pretty much how I work. As far as I think, partially because for the longest time, I didn't write music. I didn't start writing until 2018, and the only I'm a writer actually. My background's in journalism, and that's actually what I wanted to do. I wanted to hide behind a computer screen and just write. And again, just going back to that hiding aspect of what I wanted to do. But I had like in the period of a one year period, I had three different people, totally unrelated to each other, ask me if I wrote music, and I'm like, well, I play music and I write, but I don't write music. So finally, one day, I'm just like, okay, Lord, I don't know how this is supposed to work. I mean, I love music, so I sat down, and that's when Hide My Soul came out. I think I wrote it within an hour. It was a pretty electrifying experience. But even after that, my goal wasn't to. That was 2018. I had no plans of releasing anything, so it wasn't like, oh, this is a new thing I'm going to do now and, work on my craft or whatever. I wrote another one maybe actually a few months later. I think I wrote maybe two or three, and then in 2020 the Lord's like, I want you to release your music, and I'm like, you want me to do what? And I'm like, okay, sure. And so that it took about 2 years from that point to finally release. I released 6 songs, and so from when the Lord told me that till I released, I wrote a few more songs, and so it's just really, yeah, has been more about inspiration. There'll be times, I'll hear one of my songs called "All the Way." It's based out of Psalm 23. I started hearing it. I was cleaning my bedroom. I started hearing the. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to sit down and I need to write this song out. Which I was so like, yes, I have Psalm 23 is one of my favorite passages, and I was like, yes, I got a Psalm 23 song, and so but yeah, it's actually really hard for me to sit down and like, I'm gonna write a song.
right,
It's
yeah,
usually, and I think part of it too is because songwriting for me is an intimate thing with the Lord, and if it's just not there, it's just not there for me. I know that people say you have to have a discipline and blah blah blah, and those things are probably true, but because I started so late in life, that's been harder for me. And then it's usually like the Lord has a message He wants to get out, and so that takes time to craft and to make sure you have the right words. And so,
oh, I love it. Well, what is up next? What's your third one?
okay.
Or what
Speaking of,
he has created in inspiration?
um,
Doubt in my
so
mind, it's a good one.
this next song is a little intense. I'll be honest. I wrote this a couple years ago, and literally it's kind of become a reality for me. It's called Holy Fire. The Bible talks about us being living sacrifices, and that's really what our relationship with the Lord is. And you know, it very much mimics a marriage relationship where when you're in that union, the two of you are constantly like refining each other, and it's more so with the Lord because He's holy and pure, and we're not. So we have to work out all of that stuff in us. So this song, it's not based particularly on a specific, more of a concept of asking the Lord to purify and to bring us closer to each other. So that's what this song is.
One quick note before you start. If you have any notes that maybe are kind of belted out, do you mind maybe kind of turning? For some reason, when you're singing it, you can belt, you really can belt, and it gets really loud. If you don't mind, just maybe kind of turning your head just a little bit.
Okay, thank
Awesome.
you for that note because I'm I don't have a
Yep.
mic.
You're good.
Like I'm not really sure how to
Yeah,
self
no,
EQ. So
you're
thank you,
totally good. We'll keep you on. No worries.
thank you. Don't kick me off.
Oh, I mean, like keep you on track.
Okay.
So, no, you're good.
Standing at the altar, now I take my vows.
done. Beautiful. Good job. And turning your head to the side helped a lot, actually.
Okay, good.
So very cool. Well, thank you. Awesome. I know you've got one more song for us this evening. Is this one on your album that you have, or?
No, the actually the only song that I have released is the Hide My Soul. So it's been a bit of a challenge to get these other ones done and trying to figure that out. So this last one I actually do have a YouTube video that's up. It's called The Wilderness or Wilderness, I think is how I have it out on YouTube. And this one, you know, I've felt like for a long time in my life that I've wandered, and it's like sometimes you feel like you can almost see the end, and then it's like nothing. And so this is really just like, hey God, don't forget me here, song. What's your purpose in my life? Like what am I even a part of your purpose? And obviously we all are, but sometimes you have those questions. And it's because it's like, what am I doing here? Like, I'm just running in this circle, or, I'm wandering around this mountain like the children of Israel did. And it's like, you want to be in the path. And so I feel like there's a follow up because I wrote this like 3 years ago now. And, well, actually, I started it a long time before that, but I finally finished it. I only had the first two lines of the song probably, I don't know, 7 years ago, 6 years ago, and then I finally finished it like 3 years ago. But I've come a long way since then and understand more about what the Lord has for me, and to like the focus sometimes tends to be very self-focused and not focused on Him, and that can honestly make us wander a little bit longer than what we need to because we're not following the path maker. you know so I do, this song still speaks very deeply, and with the determination the bridge talks about, no matter where you go, no matter where you take me, even if it doesn't make any sense, I'm gonna follow you no matter what. And so anyway, I hope this blesses somebody. As I walk through the wilderness, I wonder.
Great job, Lily.
Thank you so much for having
Awesome.
me.
Absolutely. Thanks for being a part. Hey, how can our viewers connect with you?
On Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, I do have a TikTok channel as well. It's just at Singin Lil, SINGINLIL 87 is my handle, or Lily Winchester. Um, I don't think there's too many music artists out there named Lily Winchester. I could be wrong, but so yeah, I'm on those different pages.
Very cool.
So
Well, thank you again. Pleasure
thanks for
seeing
having
you
me.
and
It was an honor. Thank you so much.
absolutely. All right.